Whoa, it's Saturday, and we're going to do things a little bit different tonight. We got Billy. Billy is back, but we're not putting Bill in the hot seat tonight. No rabbits. We don't need you pulling anything out your hat tonight. You don't need to break down the workbench if you don't got anything ready. You are here, my friend. We are co-hosting. You are in the captain's seat tonight as we hang out with a new dude. We like people with a new story. We like to hear their journey. And you're going to like this guy. This is humble with a capital H. And that is what I like. This guy's got himself a scale trail where on his property, he invites people over at no charge. Come and we'll making trail great again on his property, Bill. That is what I figured this is going to get both ears perked up on you. The MTGA. We are making trail great again at Scott Mullins' house. Cutler Canyon or Cutler Crawler RC or something. I forget. I'll let him do the whole spiel. But Billy, I ask you, how the hell are you?
I'm doing good, Mike. I'm wondering, though, as a co-pilot, shouldn't I have a bunch of buttons to hit?
You can pretend.
I don't have anything.
Get out the calculator. I don't know. Get on your Venmo and start hitting buttons, sending me money. I don't care. I will let you pack a big old dip. We can make it that kind of a night, unless you got one already tucked in there.
Who are you kidding?
All right. I got to catch up with you then. Yeah, so like I said, good dude. Met him at the Recon. He was at Beat the Creek. The man's he's been on a journey. He's a boom guy. Built a dope ass boom truck. I'll let him, tell the whole story about the build and everything. I have some photos that I took when I was at the Recon. I can share them as we get into this. But we always like to start things off on the Rad Show with a little dad joke. I got one just for you. Here it is. Here's my dad joke for the night. Why did the Scarecrow win an award?
I do not know, Mike. Why did the Scarecrow win an award?
Because he was outstanding in his field.
That's better, actually. I'm going to give you credit. That's better than some of the other ones.
Yeah. Hey, dude, literally, some of this stuff is happening like the last 10 seconds of the show right before we come on. So luckily, that one was right at the top.
You know what? I'm going to see your dad joke, and if you don't mind, I'm going to raise you one.
Please, I dare you.
Where do pirates like to eat?
Where do pirates like to eat? I do not know.
Arby's.
I just had a feeling it was going to come with that. We'll take it. Raising it? I don't know if it raised it, but we'll let you slide in there with it. We'll accept it. All right.
No appreciation. I feel like Rodney Dangerfield. No respect.
No respect. I might have an applause here. I'll go with it. You're no Matt Rife, but we'll take it. All right. So what do you think? You want to meet Scott? You want to hear what the hell he's doing?
I'm excited to talk to Scott. Very excited, actually.
All right. Let's make room for Scott. All right. To do that, the first thing we're going to do is tell him to make himself presentable in the green room. Get yourself ready, Scott. I'm going to make room for you. And to do that, I'm going to get rid of the overlay. And then we're going to get real tricky. This is what happens on a live. We can't edit. We can't fade away, but we're going to try a quick transition. Let's see how that works. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. All right, Scott, get yourself ready. Here we go. Not bad. Not bad. I'll go with that. We're going to give you center stage, my friend. Scott, you met Bill behind the scenes, but you haven't met the rest of the people. So we'll give you a minute to give yourself a formal intro, what you go by and where you're at. Give us a little intro about who you are, and we'll we'll get up and running from that point.
Okay. My name's Scott Mullins. I live in Cutler, Ohio, which is southeast Ohio, close to the river, just across the border from West Virginia. And I've got a little bit of property here that I bought my first truck probably 5 years ago, and went down over the hill on my property and started looking for places to crawl, and making a few trails here and there. And then I got on Facebook and said, "Hey, who's in the local area that wants to crawl?" And a couple guys came out, and then a couple guys more, and a couple guys more, and more trails and more trails. And then they were like, "Hey, you got to have an event." So I've had a few events here, and it's been a fun ride.
Nice.
And so when you say event, are we talking what, 10 guys, 20? Like, can we put a number on?
We've had 30 at each one.
Holy crap.
Well, yeah, and just the other night we had a night run. Some guys from the Charleston area called me and said, "Hey, can we schedule a night run for sometime in July?" I said, "Sure." So yeah, we had a night run. We had 18 guys show up. So
nice.
Well, that is awesome. So Scott, with the events happening at your place, how many events have you attended outside of your property? So I know what I'm referring to. I know you've hit Beat the Creek, and I know you've been to the Recon in PA. Is this something new for you, or have you been on the journey of events for a while?
I've only been to Beat the Creek, and I started going into it probably I went to Rocktober in 2020, I believe, and then Beat the Creek maybe in 21. There was only about 350 to 400 people that year, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
But and then I retired, went on the road for a year, so I was crawling everywhere I went, but the trails here kind of went by the wayside, and I didn't attend any events. So yeah, Beat the Creek and Rocktober, and then recently Recon G6 at Blue
Okay.
Rocks.
Perfect. That was kind of why I asked, because that was sort of the vibe that I was getting. This was more of a recent thing. So what did you retire from? You look way too young to be retired.
Well, I was in IT, and I retired from the federal government.
Oh, so
good for you.
We're not holding that against him, or the fact that he's from West Virginia, right? Like those are his passes. Like we'll let him slide. And he wears Crocs, so we can't fault him for that. No, I don't know about the Crocs. I
am going to say he downgraded when he retired and moved to Ohio.
Okay.
Well, I lived in Ohio before I retired, but yeah.
Well, you've jumped into this thing full with both feet, dude. Like, look at you flexing a freaking shirt with your logo on it. Like, you've got the apparel. You've got a RTR, or no, forgive me, slap me, a kit build, a dope ass boom truck that you built with your logo on that. You had a tent at the Recon with a banner with your logo. You've come into this thing swinging, flexing your logo wherever you go. Whoa.
Marketing background.
There we go. Yeah, is that what it is? Is he freezing, or is that me? Billy,
I think that was him.
Okay. Something happened on him. He sounds like he's crackling. I'm going to tell him that. Oh, yeah, there you go. I think he sees us. Something happened there. He did something. Go ahead, Bill, Scott. Did he fix it? Did he fix it? Let me see if I have him muted. Oh, you know what? I see him. Hang on, Scott. Sit still. Sit still. I see him muted. I'm gonna unmute him. Unmute Mike. No, his it's not me. I don't have him muted. Bill, can you
I haven't
tell
hit any buttons.
No, I see him. I don't know if he hit something. I need to text him. Oh, now wait. Let's see if he comes back in. We'll give it a minute. End stream, rent show. Yeah, we're gonna give him a second, and that's the best way to handle it. Is just kind of reboot and come back in. While he's doing that, I'm gonna do something else. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. I'll see how this works. I was gonna say while he was getting back in here, I was gonna show some of the photos of the truck that he did. Let's see how it goes. Scott, do we have you back? Are you back on planet Earth?
I still hear static. Is it me?
I'm getting real garbled, Mike.
Yeah, I got it. Are you using external mic or something there, Scott? Something changed with your mic.
I didn't. I tried to mute it.
He's doing like an impression of Darth Vader. No,
I don't know, but
it's not working. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can help him. I don't know why.
I just want to say something. The redneck with rattle cans is working fine. The former IT guy's having issues. I'm just saying.
The former IT guy. Oh, that was a low blow, dude. Shots freaking fired. Oh my god. My man, shots fired. All right, so why don't we do this, Bill? I'm going to let Scott get himself squared away. So why don't I do this? I have a trick up my sleeve. I'm going to present, share screen. I'm going to go over to window, and I'm going to go over to this. And you're going to, I think you're going to like this. All right, so if I go, is he coming? Yeah, I think you're going to like it. Hang on. Bear with me. Here we go. Boom. All right, so there it is. That is his exterior body shot. Here's underneath, nothing fancy. Look, here it is. This is what I wanted to get to. Engine bay. So,
wow,
not bad.
That's incredible.
I want to go out on the limb, and I this could be absolute fake news, but I have a feeling he won best engine bay at the show and shine at the Recon G6.
I hope he did.
If I'm wrong on that, he can course correct. But I have a feeling he did. If he didn't, he should have, right? Dude, good work.
Exactly.
Solid work. Our boy, I think it was Matthew Maynard, actually threw him a little tip. So you see his clear bottle there where the I'm assuming the windshield washer fluid would go in that one bottle. I don't know if I can hover over it here. There people put liquid color, food dye, maybe some blue coolant or something in here. What Maynard told him to do, the reason it leaked out is obviously it's plastic. There's probably microscopic cracks there. But he said, take the water with a little food coloring, but add the CA glue directly to it. So the glue sort of encases around it. I mean, I'm saying this, I've never tried it. It sounds like in theory this could work. So that kind of hardens. And then the blue, you got the food coloring and the liquid, and that kind of helps it stop from pulling this trick where it's empty. It helps seal it. So it could be a tip.
So it's liquid inside of a kind of a balloon almost inside of the bottle.
Yes. Sort of let the CA glue harden and the liquid with the food coloring. So it won't drip out of there. I'm assuming it must leak probably at the seam there. I'll let him come on here and correct it if he is. I see Scott. I see you there. We're gonna check your mic in a second. I was just showing off some of your obviously your BRX here. I think it's a sick ass build. I think he did a great job on the paint. It's very freaking clean. Just
very clean build. I like that.
It's just super freaking clean. That matte paint, that color, whatever. He knows what color this is, but I like it. caught my attention. So good for him. So Scott, we're going to test you out here one more time. All right, bud, let me do this. I'm going to remove your truck. We're going to remove that, and then we're going to bring him back on here. Scott, do we have audio? Do we have audio?
I hear you.
Oh, there we go,
There we
my
go.
friend. There we go. Hey, Mr. IT guy, do we want to ask? Do you know what the problem was?
Well, when I got out of this window, it something was uploading with the StreamYard. Something
Okay.
was updating, I should say.
Okay.
So once it finished, I got back in and
Let you do
everything's
it. Now
fine.
you sound great. You look good. So meanwhile, we had a little gap. So while you're getting yourself presentable, doing your IT thing, we had a chance to scroll through some of the photos that I took at the Recon of the build you did. And I need to know more about it again. Forgive me. I know I asked you a million freaking questions there about it, but let's go through it again. So it is a BRX 109. We know this. Is it your first boom truck?
Oh, yeah, it's my first boom truck.
First
Yes.
boom truck. First kit build?
First kit build.
First hard
Okay.
body.
First kit build, period.
Okay. Okay.
I'd only had RTRs up until that point. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. So we're
first
balls
kit,
in.
first hard body.
We're checking everything. Got it.
Yeah.
Did I misspeak? Did you win Best Engine Bay at the Show and Shine?
No, I didn't. I didn't have it entered. I didn't enter
Oh.
it.
All right, so we're gonna call it. You are winning Best Engine Bay tonight on the Rad Show. So there's your award. All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can you share with us that tip again? It might have been Matthew Maynard. Remember how your coolant, the clear container, we'll call it, seeped out. Was it CA glue? Was it like a crazy glue mixed with water and food coloring, and then that kind of seals that thing from dripping, leaking, whatever we're gonna call it?
Yeah, it's the windshield washer.
It was
container,
okay.
windshield washer fluid container,
And you had liquid in it, correct?
I had some water with blue food coloring in it, and it leaked out. So he recommended epoxy or CA and just the food coloring, and then put that in there.
Okay, and then that hardens and seals up any of the cracks.
Yeah.
Okay, in theory,
It's
in theory it works. We'll take it.
Yeah.
So we'll have to go home and try it. I do have one over my shoulder. Thank you for bringing it up, Bill, and asking about it behind me here. There is a BRX 109 behind me. Thank you for noticing, Bill. That will be that will be my first. That will be my first hard body. There's no way. I guess it will. I guess it will be.
Well, if we're showing first boom builds, I can get mine out.
Okay, no wait. We're gonna go with that. It will be my first boom build. So yeah, please get it out, Bill. You have the ZIL. I'm anxious to hear from Scott. Have you what was your overall impression of the build? Was the instruction manual friendly? Was the entire process fun, enjoyable? Can you sum that up?
Very fun. I enjoyed it. It was, if I had one word to sum it up, it would just be quality. Everything about it is
not
just
rad. I thought you were going with one word, rad. Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right.
Quality. We'll take it.
I mean,
quality.
You put that chassis together, and it's so solid and sturdy and stiff, and it's impressive. The instructions are, I was able to do it, so they must be all right.
Fair enough. And that's a fair statement. Not a ton of experience under your belt, so you kind of went into this thing, new, not knowing what to expect, and you came out on the other end at a level not many can do. Like, dude, you look like a pro builder here. Like, bravo! It's great work.
I appreciate that. Appreciate that. I blame my buddy Bo. He bought one, and he said, "Scott, you gotta get one. We gotta have we each have to have one." And I'm easy as Parker with Recon found out. So I guess I'm pretty easy, and I love the truck. So I went ahead and bought one, and he's just now finishing his build, and I've had mine built for, oh gosh, a year.
Oh, no kidding. A year. Oh,
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah.
so you invested
When
some money clearly into this because you got the inner fenders, you got the engine bay, you got the kit, and then you got the chassis, the body, and then obviously you invested into a few accessories on top of it. It looks like
Absolutely. I mean, that's my scale truck.
that
So
was okay.
it's got to
Fair.
be all the way.
Done right. Hey, spoken like a pro, like a seasoned pro.
Now, Scott,
That color, I heard you talking
Yes,
about
the color. Yes, what color?
Matte pale stage. It's I think it's Carryall. From Lowe's. My daughter-in-law, I bought a pontoon boat a couple years ago. Yeah, year and a half ago. Anyway, had to totally redo it, and it came with these old outdoor, like the metal, like JBL kind of outdoor speakers, and I wasn't going to reuse them. And she said, "Hey, can I have them for the porch?" I said, "Sure." She painted them this color, and I said, "Wow, what color is that?" She told me, and I immediately went and bought several cans because I knew that was the color for the truck.
that was a good color. I like that.
Yeah, yeah. Nicholas Downey, our boy Nitro Nick is here in the he's in the passenger seat flying along with us. And Nitro Nick is a painter at heart. And I mean, if you're getting compliments from him, you got a painter sitting right here in the host seat who will critique you. Also, Bill is no slouch when it comes to that. So you're getting, great thumbs up from seasoned painter. So bravo to you. You did it right. You could turning heads is the name of the game, and great job.
Yeah,
It's a great looking
Thank you very
truck.
much.
Here it is. Here's Paul saying it is a great looking truck. Yes, sir. Yeah. The Peanut Gallery, the chat is chiming in. They couldn't agree more. So good for you. Now, along with the build side is so you're at the event, you're recruiting people to the house, and you're getting out and about. You get to Beat the Creek, and you park next to the one and only Mr. Brian Parker. With him set up at Beat the Creek next to you, did you know who it was at that moment?
No clue.
Okay.
No
Holy
clue.
crap.
Even when he introduced himself and said, "I'm with Recon
It's still
G6."
over the head.
No clue.
What? Speak English, mofo. Speak English. I have no idea what you're saying.
Yeah, I played the dummy
Okay.
and said, "What's Recon G6?" And he started to explain it to me. And I mean, I'm a new guy. I
Yeah.
don't have any problem saying it.
No, that's what makes this so damn cool. That this is what makes it cool, exciting. It's just that moment. You'll never get that back.
No.
That first impression, and it's different for everybody. Nitro Nick and I went to our first Recon G6 in Blue Rocks 10 years ago, completely different. I went in there eyes wide open, waiting to be starstruck by the YouTube sensation that is Brian Parker, to get the Parker pickup and the photo. I went in a little bit different, but you need to have this other angle, not know who the hell it is. And you guys hit it off to the point that you arrived in PA several days early prior to the event starting, got to pal around with him. get the VIP tour and do your thing. I mean, you guys are up and running and made a connection with the guy. Period.
Absolutely, absolutely. He's an amazing guy. I mean, you know him. He's an amazing guy.
That's awesome. I love it.
You know, that's one of my favorite things about Beat the Creek is you don't know who you're going to run into, and you start rubbing elbows with people that you have no idea who they are for the most part, but it could be, you know, a Ryan Parker. It could be a Hemi Storm. Anybody, you talk to them, and it levels the playing field when you get to Beat the Creek because everybody talks to everybody. And that's one of my favorite things about that event. Everybody's there.
Yeah. Yeah. He pulled in. I was already camped, and he pulled in with Herschel, and he backed into the spot next to me. And I believe it's Trail 1. Correct me if I'm wrong, but is it Trail 1 that runs behind the RVs there? Or is that Trail 2?
Trail 2.
Trail 2. So there's a big mound of dirt there on Trail 2, right where the campers and RV was. And he had a rack on the back of Herschel. He calls his bus converted to an RV, Herschel. And he had like an electric bike, I'm guessing, on the back of his bus. And he was almost backing into that dirt mound. So me and a buddy of mine that I was camping with, we were like, hey, hold on, and stopped him from hitting it. He's like, I'd push that mound over. So he gets out of the bus and introduces himself, and a few minutes later, I came around the camper. I was around the other side, and I came around the camper, and I was gonna fix myself a sandwich. So I saw him, and then I yelled at him. I said, "Hey," I said, "You want a sandwich?" And he said, "No, not right now, but I might take you up on it later." I said, "Good deal." Well, right about that time, Jason Tang with Boom Racing was walking up. So Parker grabbed Jason, brought him over to me, introduced me to Jason, and of course, I knew who Jason was because of my truck. So I knew Jason, but got a picture with Jason in my truck, and also one with Parker in it. So it was I didn't even plan on going to Beat the Creek this year. I really didn't. I just went to help a buddy of mine that he rents campers, and he had 6 or 8 of them there to rent. And I helped him pull them over. So that's what got me into Beat the Creek early this year. I didn't have to deal with the line and all that. So that's why I went. I really wasn't going for, so it's amazing how it worked out.
Beat the Creek's one of those things that just gets in your blood once you've been once or twice, and it becomes the event that it's your go-to event that you have to do.
I love Rocktober just because of the weather. I'm partial to cooler weather, less sweaty, humidity, stickiness.
I like the weather better in October down there, and I used to like the crowd a lot better because it was smaller, it was more low key. I think those days are probably gone at this point in time, unfortunately. But that was always my favorite, was that it was just low key.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was going to share the photos. I was going to share the photos of you with Brian and Jason. I'm just trying to slide them out of Messenger and into my photo album. I will pull them up shortly. So clearly, Scott, you've been on a journey. We've got to, you've been out and about. I want to know more about your property. The Cutler, what's it called? Cutler Canyon RC, is that correct?
Cutler Canyon.
Cutler.
I've got a ravine on my place. I've got 16 acres. Of course, I live on it, and so does my son and his family. So that takes up a few acres. But the rest is, woods and ravine and a place to park, camp. It's not big, but it's, oh, there it is. There's Parker.
And
Love that.
Jason, it's a great shot. Is that Parker taking a selfie then? Is that
Yeah.
how this is happening?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. He took
All right.
one of me and Jason, and then I believe Jason said, get yourself in there. So, Parker got in and took a selfie with us.
So, behind the scenes, was Jason sleeping here in Parker's what's he call it? What Herschel? Did you say is that the nickname for the camper?
Yeah, it's a school bus converted to an RV, and I can't remember the color. I wish I would have taken a picture of it, but he calls it Herschel,
Okay.
and he's got kind of like, he's got the same body posts coming out of his fenders that Aiden builds RCs. Adam, he has his. Did you see those on his truck?
Oh, wait a minute. The body clips?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I have seen those.
The large ones, the large body pin, magnetic.
Yes, he has.
You
He
put
has
these
them
things
on.
on your hood of your car and make it into an RC car. So
Yeah.
he has those on his school bus.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
On his
that's
front
awesome.
front fenders, and it's self-contained. He's got a black PVC pipe on the outside where it's his hot water heater. Uh, um, it's a cool bus. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it. So, on the ravine, the canyon, you guys out there seem to all have property. You all seem to have pole barns and places for you to tinker and get crazy with. So your big boy toys allow you to weld and create. And you're doing this scale replica of a bridge. Is that gonna cross this ravine that you're referring to?
Well, it's not going to be a scale replica. It's going to look
Okay.
like
It's gonna look like
it's going
what?
to look like the New River Gorge Bridge.
Bill, do you know it?
Big arch and the road going across the top.
Yep.
That's what it's going to
Yep.
look like, and I'm going to have that
Okay.
out on the trails.
That's awesome.
I obtained a couple pieces of pipe. I mean, steel tubing. They were already pre-bent to about the same radius, and as soon as I saw them, I thought, I can use this, and I've just taken it from there.
That itself is going to be a lot of work.
I don't know if did I send you any pictures of it, Mike?
Let me scroll back here. I think at least you sent me one of something that was donated to you of like I don't know, I'd call it like a log cabin.
Oh, yeah. That's not that's just yeah. That I just obtained that. It's not mine. It's still his, but
Okay.
we're gonna fix it up and we're gonna use it on the trails. That's gonna be a cool piece. Yeah.
I have that photo for sure. And then I have a couple of close-ups of I thought it was like a covered bridge or something you sent me. So let me see what else I have here. But it was like a close-up of the detail, I guess, that you're putting into this bridge. Maybe that was maybe
Yeah,
I'm
that's a different
confusing.
bridge.
I'm
That's a
confusing
different
two different
bridge.
bridges. That's what I thought.
That's a covered
You,
bridge that
you have the okay.
it was built back in 1878, I think, and it's just a half mile, maybe mile from my house. So I'm using it to build one, and that is going to be scale as far as much as I can make it scale.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, here. I got a good one here. This is I'm assuming what it's gonna look like. Let me see here. Open with preview. And I'll pull up a bigger shot of it here. Boom, boom, boom. This is inside. This is inside that cover bridge that you're referring to. I know what I think that's what this image is of. Boom and bam. This is inside of it.
Yes. Yes.
All right. And then I think that was the rest of these. This has to be you. It doesn't want to load. Oh, here we go. Oh, maybe it's a video. That's what the problem was. Never mind. All right. Never mind. It must have been a video. Wait. I'll try once more. Let me see if it will work. Was it? Did you send me like a live? Did you? Okay. I wonder if I thought maybe it was like a live video. I don't know why it's taking so long to load.
I'm not good.
Oh, it is a video. Oh, no, wait. You know what it is? It's a live video. That's what the problem is. It's like a 3-second photograph, and there's a little bit of motion with it. That's what the problem was. Hang on one second. I want to see if you have. There was another great one you sent me here. I want to see if I can pull up this other one. It was more or less of your crawling area. You have like an incredible group of people that come. I mean, some of these shots were a decent line of trucks. I mean, there's 6, 7, 8, 10 trucks here in some of these shots, and this is all on the property. It's definitely more of a scale-like terrain. This is not comp. This is you're building for scale.
Yes.
Trailing for scale, I should say.
I have some trails that trail 1 is probably I'm going to say it's probably the most difficult trail, and there's a lot of side hill. There's it's a challenging trail, but the cool part about it is a lot of the trail, you're right there with your truck. It's up on a rock ledge right there with you. So you're walking beside it, you're getting good pictures, and it's challenging. It's and I've just, like I said, I just went over the hill and started looking for places to run my truck, and started uncovering a lot of deer trails, to be honest with you. I used deer trails with some of them, but it just started clearing the natural terrain, and using a tree that fell across the creek, and we turned it into part of the trail. So anyway, and then I do have more of a scale trail where I can run my BRX. I've taken my BRX on trail 1, and it does okay for the most part. But there are areas to it that are too tough for the BRX.
Okay, fair enough. The BRX is purpose built for a scale simple trail. You know what? No, I'm going to retract that statement. That's not true. I've seen the boom truck do some intense crawling. It is a driver's truck, no doubt.
It is.
Super scale with the ability to crawl. I'm not even going to go. Yeah, that was.
I shouldn't have taken it on trail 1, but you build them to drive them, I guess. So I did.
The overall, what do you think that you get there mostly at your property? Is it a range of vehicles? Are we from Traxxas to Red Cat to everybody comes to play, or what do you think is local to you?
We have all kinds.
Kinds.
Just like you said, there. When I first started this, I had a Red Cat and a Traxxas, and a lot of guys had Traxxas. Not many had Red Cats until they came out with the Ascent, and now there are more Red Cats than Traxxas out here. But I also have a couple of guys that love the scale. They've got the RC full drive Marlins or TF2. That Defender right there, that's on a Traxxas chassis, but that's an Endura.
A hard body.
Hard body, yeah.
Sick. Very nice. Now there's some super sick trucks here. Very good stuff. You're crawling with a good crew. A variety that it's fantastic. And when they're coming to your property, you're not charging. Is that like I think there should be a donation cup out there at the very least. But
Well,
you're saying your boys just come to hang out with you.
absolutely. I mean, that's why I built the trails. I mean, that's why I reached out on Facebook and said, anybody want to come trail, and that's how I've met the group of guys that I have now that come out on a regular basis. And I mean, every time we get together, we have at least eight or nine guys out here. And when I say guys, I don't mean guys, they're girls too. I just use guys as a general term. Drivers, I
Well,
should say.
oh,
We have
drivers.
that many
Okay.
drivers.
He's going PC on us, so getting all politically correct. And
34
you're,
years in the government. What do you expect?
you know what
They trained
okay.
me well.
Fair enough. Roger that. Cool. This is
That's good that you do that. Get people together and you get people out. And I'm sure you've run in the same thing we do in this area. And that's why I kind of did it for trailing, was to not intimidate people from the comp side or the scale side, because people get intimidated by that. And like you said, I mean, I started out much like you with the TRX4. I was big into the Red Cats, the Gen 8s, the original. I still run about 12 of them. And I think it's incredibly underrated. But the people that have those and to get into it, that's a good thing. You're doing what the hobby should be. You're getting people involved.
Oh yeah, yeah, and there's a guy from the Athens area that just got into the hobby. He bought a Traxxas Defender, brought it out, in stock, everything, and he came out and he's running with my Ecto, which is a fantastic truck. He's running with a couple other guys that had some really good trucks, and we're out on Trail 1, and he can't do it, but he's loving every second of it, and he's like, I need, what can I do for tires? What can I do for foams? What can I, and he's, people love it. People love it.
it looks like you got a
Kudos to you. Good job.
Decent setup behind you here. I know Bill's got himself a badass garage where he's wrenching in. It looks like you got some space that you can spread your wings out there a little bit and do some good wrenching. Where are we? Garage, basement, spare bedroom? Where are we sitting at here?
This is my basement. This is what used to be the exercise room, and now
good choice.
Now it's a hobby room. I'll if I don't jiggle you around too much, but there's the hauler that I built.
Sick.
Some construction equipment. I got that sport body is on a Gen 8 chassis, Bill. That's my first truck, was the Gen 8 orange and black body. That I love that truck. Of course, there's the Defender and the Blazer and the BRX, and I got a fast truck, and I got a couple planes.
Bravo. What is that Pink Floyd? Is that a kite?
No, that's like a flyer, like a cardboard.
Oh, sick. Okay, I pick out the random shit. That's just odd.
Well,
okay.
that picture of the Indy car, I took that back in probably 95, 96 at Mid-Ohio Valley Racecourse. They were racing. They race there every year. IndyCar does. Yep. And I was there, and I was at one of the corners, and I caught that. I mean, he was zooming by, and I caught it at the right moment. It's a great picture. So I had it on a plotter. Somebody that had a plotter printed it out for me, and I framed it.
I was at Mid-Ohio for a AMA MotoGP street motorcycle race at Mid-Ohio.
Yeah, okay.
For they did Superbike. The whole MotoGP guys came in. Good times. It was, it's a little bullshit to watch because they're zipping by so freaking fast. We had more fun playing cornhole after the race was over. You can barely see it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. You got to be in the right areas to really catch a good glimpse
Catch a
of anything racing there. Yeah.
We tried to find a little spot. It came like this long sweeper came up over a hill. They catch a little, the front end would come up a bit. And it was about the best spot that we could find at the time. Like I said, I ended up just playing cornhole most of the time. And it was when I learned it was no longer bean bags. Like I kept thinking, oh, where I'm playing. No, it was, I kept thinking it was something dirty and X-rated. I'm like, why are they all talking about doing cornhole? What the hell is this about? And it was an eye opener. Okay, cornhole it is.
Speaking of racing, do I spy a Nova body back there?
You do. Gosh, I've got
Whoa.
I've got a couple drag slashes. They had a special deal, if you remember. You could buy two
and get the starting gate and get the
starting gate. So yeah, I bought a couple drag slashes and I put the GTO body on one, and I also painted that Nova body. So
is that the Trax? Is that a Traxxas flatbed on the top shelf?
No, it's a flatbed cab body, but I built the truck.
Okay.
I went to Lowe's, and I guess that's my very first build because I just built that on my own. I went to Lowe's, got some stock steel, and started bending it and putting Red Cat, transfer cases. I got two Red Cat transfer cases in it to give me the length because it's 3 foot long almost. And I just started mounting stuff to it, and then I did the working flatbed. I built that. So yeah, just something to do.
No, it's awesome. Honestly, I do think the modeling side, the crafting, tinkering side of the hobby, is a big part of it, especially for me. I'd much rather be out by the shed and on the workbench tinkering and bending and painting and I'll call it modeling, crafting. The world of 3D printing took some of that away from us. It's easier to hit print and let it bang out, but there was a crafting side to this, and I think it really starts in the beginning, and it's important not to forget about that side of it. It's always fun in the winter, anytime, not just winter, anytime to just make something.
I love that side of it. I had an indoor course like when I first bought my truck, and I went out to my building, and like you said, I've got a pole barn with all the right tools, and I had
all the big boy toys, man. You got the welders, you got all this fun stuff to really create.
Well, I'm old, you acquire that stuff over a lifetime of playing with big boy toys, so I had a bunch of scrap wood left over, and I just started building an indoor course, and I had a 4x8 table that I wasn't using, and I love that part. I love that part.
So an indoor course, are you talking like a micro crawling course? Is that what you're referring to?
Well, it was big enough for the 10 scale trucks.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. And with the welder, were you self-taught with the welder? Just started tinkering with it one day?
Yeah, I've had a welder for years, but never really used it. And then when I pulled it out to use it, it wasn't strong enough, I guess, to work with the metal that I had. So I went I went to Tractor Supply, and I was just looking at welders, just pricing. Standing there, I'm on my phone. I'm looking up reviews for this particular welder that the Tractor Supply had. The guy comes up and says, "Can I help you, with any questions you have?" And I said, "Well, I'm just looking at this welder, blah, blah, blah." And he says, "Well, the price of this one, I'm trying to get this one off of my shelf, and I'll let you have this one for half price." And it wasn't much more than this other model. And I couldn't pass that deal up. I didn't know how to weld at that point, really. But I went ahead and bought the welder, And then I called my buddy Nick. Nick is a welder. He's I'd say he's more of a fabricator, a fitter, but he certainly is a certified welder. And yeah, he got me hooked up with a gas bottle and some gas, and he came over, and we got the welder set up, and he showed me how to weld, and then I've taken it from there.
Nice.
That's badass. If you would have 2 upgrades that you would recommend for any build, we'll focus on scale trailing. What would you recommend are the 2 must-haves to be done first? Would you say tire, servo? Is there something that you would tell people the 2 must upgrades?
My 2 must upgrades for me are tires, and that includes foam. You know, I like the dual stage Proline foams, but when I say that, I like them specifically with the Hyrax tires, the 475 Hyrax tires.
Okay.
I can't speak about any other size tire
Yep.
I do have some landmines, and I do like the J Concept landmines with the dual stage foams, but
So Parker hasn't gotten the Pitbull into you yet. He hasn't programmed you Pitbull yet.
I have Pitbull PBX ATs on that boom truck, and I
Yep.
love
I
them.
know.
But as far as Rock Beast, I tried those Rock Beasts on this Blazer up here, on my Ecto, and they just didn't perform for me. That I'm
Okay.
just saying for me.
Listen, the Hyrax has been around, and the Hyrax has been a fan favorite of many. So that is a dual stage Proline foam with a Hyrax tire. You're preaching to the choir over here. I will never disagree with that at all. That is very fair.
And then the next upgrade for me, I love the Fusion Pro
Bravo
combos. I have them in all my trucks.
No shit.
Brushless over brushed, just for the smooth, slow crawl. Now, when you first get into it, I was brushed, right? I first got
Yep.
into it. I was brushed, and I did do the tire upgrades. I did do server upgrades, but I stayed brushed. And then once I tried that 2-in-1 Fusion, I was hooked.
You never go back.
No.
I just like it because you don't need room for an ESC.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
It really. He says with the with that combo, you don't need the ESC space.
Yep.
And that becomes a fan favorite also because of that. Bill's 100% right. It's a saver, space saver. Absolutely. Brushless is smooth. But I like to hear that you went through the growing pains first. There's nothing worse than a guy coming in here who got a brand new RC car for Father's Day, and he jumps into the Lambo out of the gate. Like, starts out with a Reefs 800 servo, never used another servo before in his life. You know, you kind of got to go through the growing pains a little bit to really appreciate the upgrades that you're doing. You get more out of the upgrade, in my opinion.
A lifetime of IT, you know, you're constantly upgrading systems. You're upgrading everything, and you're also troubleshooting issues, right? So there's an issue with the network. You got to troubleshoot it, and you try something to fix it. You don't try 2 or 3 or 5 things, because how will you know what works and what doesn't work and what's messing something up? So I kind of took that approach with the RC trucks. I upgraded one thing at a time, and then I'd go out and run it on the same trail that I just ran it on, and see how it did. And you know, I didn't. The first truck I bought, it was the Red Cat Gen 8, right? Cheap truck, $300. Well, $300 for an RC truck for me at that time was like, are you kidding me? $300 for a toy? not understanding what I was getting into. So, so anyway, the upgrades came slowly just because, I wasn't going to invest all this time and money into this hobby. I wasn't, but as you can see, I did. But anyway, it's been fun.
Fair enough.
It definitely morphs on you and it grows on you. And
It does.
you're speaking gospel when you said that to me. I do the same thing with guys that are new to the hobby. They want to throw on all the brass, all the shocks, all this and this right off the bat. And I'm like, cool your jets for a minute. I think some of the best shocks out there are stock TRX4 and Element shocks. And I swear by them. And everybody wants this shock to that shock. I'm like, take it out, tune it, see what it does before you dump all this money into it. So I agree with you 100% on that, Scott.
Yeah. Yeah. I talk to guys and I say, learn your truck, drive it and learn it, and then do an upgrade and drive it and learn it. And then,
I'm agreeing.
Thank you.
But, Bill, yeah. I hear some Jeopardy music happening.
Uh-oh.
Do you hear it in the background? You know what that means?
Do we need to line up the scoreboard?
We line up the scoreboard, my friend. We're gonna paint. We're gonna pin Scott in the corner here. We're gonna try a segment of the show. We have a time stamped in the corner. TNT stands for this and that. Scott, the rules are simple. There are no rules except I don't need explanations. We need to go rapid fire. With no explanation. We'll lay it out there real quick. We'll blow through them. I have a whole bunch of new ones I've been working on all week. Either they're going to be a big hit or they're going to be an absolute dud. We won't know unless we try it. The first
So these
question,
haven't been approved by the producers.
They have not. These have not been approved. So hopefully we're going to keep it PG-13.
I was going to say, are they family friendly?
These are family friendly yet. We did not. All right. Yes. Family friendly. Call or text?
Call.
East Coast or West Coast?
West.
Army or Navy?
Army.
Cocoa or Fruity Pebbles?
Cocoa.
The Flintstones or the Jetsons?
Ooh. Flintstones.
Ranch or blue cheese?
Ugh, ranch. Not crazy about either one, but ranch. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. F Sorka or yeah Sorka?
Say that again.
He might not even know what the hell Sorka is. This is like a Recon G6 thing. So Sorka is the rules governing the RC world. So are you a rules guy, F Sorka, or yeah Sorka?
No Sorka.
No Sorka. Good call. Go to a bar or go to church?
Church.
Twix or Snickers?
Twix.
Rattle can or airbrush?
Rattle can.
Rust bucket or bring the bling? You like them chrome or rusty?
Bling.
Christmas or Halloween?
Christmas.
Pizza or Chinese food?
Ooh, tough. Pizza.
All right. Slot machines or blackjack?
Probably blackjack.
Lexan or hard body?
Say that again. Lexan or hard body?
Yep.
Oh boy. There's a place for both, but love hard body.
Burger or hot dog?
Burger.
Ketchup or mustard?
Ketchup.
Brushed or brushless? I think we got that.
Brushless.
Jeep or truck?
Jeep or truck?
Yep.
Truck.
Hunting or fishing?
Fishing.
Win the lottery or meet your soulmate?
Oh, soulmate.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Action movie or comedy?
Comedy.
Cat or dog?
Dog.
Facebook or Instagram?
Facebook.
Samsung or iPhone?
iPhone.
College football or NFL?
Oh, college.
All right,
Oh,
you got it
oh.
right.
Although the modern college game is I'm
Changing
not
rapidly.
I'm not recognizing it, but anyway.
All right. Boom, boom. Would you rather meet yourself 10 years in the future or 10 years in the past?
10 years in the past.
All right. Do you like your ice cream hand dipped or soft serve?
Hand dipped.
UFO or Bigfoot? Aliens or Bigfoot?
What, do I believe in or what?
Or yeah, which would you rather meet, a UFO or a Bigfoot?
Oh, I see. UFO or Bigfoot. UFO.
Air guitar or air drums?
Ooh. Air drums.
Tattoos or piercings?
Piercings.
Would you, let's see, Crocs or flip-flops?
Crocs.
Oh, he was
Speed,
doing so good.
speed or torque?
I got to go with torque.
Monster truck or NASCAR?
Monster truck.
Vanilla or chocolate?
Chocolate.
Boom, boom. Oh, do you know Kit from Knight Rider or the
Sure.
General Lee?
Generally.
Yeah.
Blue Thunder or Airwolf?
I don't remember Blue Thunder.
Really? I just
remember-
watched it today. That's why I came up with this one. It was a dope ass helicopter. You got to go back on Tubi and watch Blue Thunder.
Was it a series or a movie?
No, it's a movie. Blue Thunder. It's
You're
a
showing your
police.
age with that one, Mike.
I know, police helicopters being used in LA, and oh, it's an incredible. It's armed. I'm not going to ruin it.
Either one's cool. Either one's cool.
All right. Let's go back to monster trucks. Bigfoot or Gravedigger?
Gravedigger.
Alf or E.T.?
E.T.
Iced tea or lemonade?
Iced tea.
Lemon or lime?
Probably lime.
Red Bull or Monster?
Neither.
Throw the first punch or turn the other cheek?
Got to throw the first punch if it has to come down to it.
All right. Magician
count.
or comedian? Magic or comedy?
Comedy.
Air Force or the Marines?
Marines.
Army or Navy?
Army.
RC enthusiast. Are they nerds or geeks?
Geeks.
Stay on the porch or let's effing go?
I enjoy both.
All right. Steak or lobster?
Steak.
And that looks like you survived a round of this and that. We're going to do a quick high five. These are going to make you think a little bit. But I need one, your favorite RC car. For the rest of your life, you get one RC car. What would it be?
Oh my gosh. Wow.
That's a tough one.
I
That
know.
is a tough one.
I just need a favorite.
I think my favorite is the Ecto.
No shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Good shot.
I'm not going to argue with it. It's a great choice. Just I think it might be the first time we got that one here. That's going to throw off our scorekeeper. Movie. Favorite movie.
Oh my goodness. I really like The Last Samurai, believe it or not.
No shit. Wow.
I'm not a big Tom Cruise fan,
Hey,
but
okay.
that movie was a good movie.
Bro, I'm going to take it. You're getting extra points. Band. Give me a favorite band.
Rush.
Wow, good for you.
Nice.
Showing his age. Favorite food. One food for the rest of your life.
Chicken Alfredo.
All right. And the last and final question. You are stuck on a deserted island. One person for the rest of your life on this deserted island can be dead or alive.
Well, that'd be my wife.
Okay, I'm getting you laid tonight. All right, there we go. There's your Hallmark card. He picked her soulmate, and he's going to be stuck with her.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. My man won. All right. Billy will take care of tallying up the...
Well, you were at 2,000 points, but then you had 3 penalties. So take away 1,700 points. My math gives you 4,000 points.
Oops.
Holy mackerel. 3 penalties takes away that many points.
I'm back. Sorry, my bad. Little clumsy fingers there. My fault. My fault. I got a little excited there. A little hot with the finger.
Those were hefty penalties. Hefty penalties.
Yes. I hope you liked the game of this and that. You survived. You did well, my friend. Just a little something to break up the monotony of all the dead air and boringness. We throw a little curveball in there with a little something different. I hope you had fun.
Absolutely.
We truly have enjoyed your story. You are a man on a journey. You're doing it right. When I was telling people all week long about you coming on here, and I said it the same way every time. This is a man that knows how to spell the word humble, and that means something. There are more than enough people that have come through here and get stuck in a rut that forget what it's like to just simply do it for the right reasons. I have 100% faith if we took your social media away from you today, that nothing changes in your world tomorrow. That you continue just being you, and that's a hard quality to find in an RC guy anymore. So we want you not to change a thing, Scott.
Appreciate that. I really do. It was Fish and Bill. I was watching a video of a guy, a friend of mine. He videoed the last video that I put on YouTube of the Cutler Canyon crawl, fall crawl 24. He videoed that and edited the video, put it out there on YouTube for me. And he's also a big muskie fisherman, so he's gotten me into muskie fishing. We've gone often, and I was watching one of his videos. Now this is back in 2020. Watching one of his videos, and then that's when the tiny trucking videos came up, and I've been hooked ever since. So I blame fishing on my RC addiction. Just throwing that out there. My buddy Chris Balvo, he has a channel, Fishing with JC.
I love it. So if you were not doing RC, the simple answer would be I would be fishing is the alternate ego side of you.
Probably. I mean, I enjoy a lot of things. Fishing, we travel a lot. Golfing. I can play golf, but I'd much rather be fishing or playing in the woods.
Did Parker turn you on to frisbee golf?
Well, only because part of the 12-hour fix,
Had
you
that
had
putt.
you had to throw
The
you had to throw that in there. And it was funny that you wouldn't think something, I mean, it was only what, 8, 10 feet away, and you'd think, oh, gosh, that'd be easy. No, it wasn't easy. There were a lot of people that found it very difficult.
Hey, Bill, it was more like 3 or 4 feet. Like,
Was
don't
it?
let 'em-
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't very far, but there were a lot of
You
people
know,
that.
the nice thing about golf is, I think you guys remember that movie Tin Cup
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
with Kevin Costner. I
yeah.
love to play golf. Absolutely love it. But he has a great line in it. He says that golf and sex are the only two things you don't have to be good at to enjoy.
That's the one where he hits the long drive like down, and he bounces it down the street, right? Isn't that the one where he
John Johnson hits that. Yep.
bangs the shit out of it? It keeps bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. Yeah.
Yep.
Have you guys seen the new Happy Gilmore 2 yet?
Yes.
On Netflix? All right. So
Yes.
I'm the one. All right. I'm the oddball out. All right. Fine. I'll go
Quit
watch
watching
it
your
tonight.
alien movies and watch something
I-
up to date.
Bro, I got the train wreck right now is the alien with the boy in the UFO. It's on Netflix. You've got to go watch this. Like in early
But I don't.
2000s. No, I'm telling you, the train wreck, you've got to see this. This kid, no, it's you can't even blame the poor kid. The father is like us, a giant maniac that's tinkering and building shit. He builds this huge helium mylar UFO looking thing. And the whole premise is his 5-year-old kid crawls inside of this thing and the balloon goes up like 10,000 feet in the air. There's fire, police, everybody is hunting this UFO down with a kid that was in this balloon. You have to go watch this. It's on Netflix. Trainwreck, the boy in the UFO. I know you hear aliens out of my mouth all week long. I get it, but I'm just telling you, it's entertaining. You watch that, and I will watch Happy Gilmore. Fair enough.
All right, that's fair.
Fair. Mr. Cutler, I keep wanting to call you. I want to associate this to your name. I know it's not fair. I know it's not. I need to know. Will you be back in PA next year for
Absolutely.
the fix? So
Absolutely.
will you do the 12-hour fix again? Is that your mission, or just looking to get back to the event? Do you know what your plans are for the fix?
I want to do the fix solo, but I don't know that I can do 12 hours. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll have to see.
Because
but
why? You did it as a group this year. You went what, a 3-man?
as a team, we had 4 or 5 of us on the team, so it made it easy. You know, I wound up doing, I believe 7 laps. So
Okay, respectable. It's good.
you know, but it was it was comfortable to do just 7 laps in 12 hours. You know,
For your first time, dude, that's exactly how it's supposed to be done. Like this is your time to kind of soak it up, understand what you're getting into. And if you can come back solo next year, that's impressive.
I want to do solo, at least 6. At least 6.
Did you happen to overhear Parker drop that little bombshell about them returning next year twice? So that looks like maybe an early springtime, an event at Blue Rocks. That might be enough to get you to come out to PA twice. And it's going to be right up your alley. This is going to be a scale event, that overland camel trophy truck style event. I know there's plenty more details to come on, all the we need to dot the I's, cross the T's yet, and figure out, all the crap that's going into it. But still, it's exciting. People perk up. We're going to be in PA twice next year for the Recon. So that's exciting.
Yep. Yep. I will. I'll certainly try to go in April. I think he's trying to plan it in April. So,
Early April. Okay.
um,
Hey,
but yeah,
well,
but I've already got
in
my
the
spot. I've already got my spot for July camping
okay.
spot. I mean, I've already
Oh,
got it. It's
oh,
reserved.
look at you. You're squared away. So back at your property, do you have one event? Do you have a pin that we can stick in one event, one day out of the year, one weekend out of the year that you seem to want to host? Is there one day that's better than another? Do you have anything officially on the books that you say this is the time, the must day to come?
Uh,
Or
I for this year, it's October 18th.
okay,
It's that Saturday. If people want to come Friday night and camp out, we can do a night run Friday night. And
okay,
then Saturday is going to be a Brian Parker inspired tough truck challenge. So I'm also going
bravo.
to have I'm also going to have a show and shine, and that's going to be Saturday, and of course a night run Saturday night, and then if
Oh,
people want to stay Saturday night, they can certainly run the trail Sunday. But the event is Saturday, and
okay,
I usually have well, I shouldn't say usually. Last year I had two, one in the spring, one in the fall, and then a lot of get-togethers all summer long. Really, I mean, there were people here. There were people here pretty much every weekend all summer last year, and it became work to me. And uh, I went over. I don't know if we're running out of time or not, but just a little story here. Um, I went over the hill in the end of the winter, first part of the spring, and saw all the damage from this winter, and uh, it was crushing. I thought, man, I've got a lot of work to do, and all I could think of was work, right? Why am I working? So I told myself, well, I'm not going to do one in the spring. I'm only going to do one in the fall, and maybe I'm not going to spend as much time on these trails this year. I want to do more fishing, or I want to do more other things, and then I go to Beat the Creek because I didn't even want to go, but I go to Beat the Creek and I meet Brian and Jason, and here we are again. So it's been an incredible ride, that's for sure. But
Stoke
but
the
yeah,
fire a little bit.
October 18th is this year's event. I've got Boom Racing, obviously Jason and Scaletra. Brian, he's not officially involved, but I'm picking his brain for the Tough Truck Challenge and everything, and he's so gracious to open his mind to me. So it's been good.
so 100% inspired by the Recon and the brainchild of a Parker style event. There you go, people. That is the place to go. You got camping on site. You said people can pop a tent there.
Yep,
Um,
yep.
that's
Minimal,
fantastic.
a few people. I
Okay,
don't have a whole lot of room, but
it's very cozy. This is
it it
family.
is. Yes, it
Awesome.
is.
I love it. Billy, any words of wisdom, parting thoughts for our friend?
Nothing that he hasn't said. Again, Mike said it very well. You're doing it for the right reasons, which is awesome. There at the end when you said, you're looking at all that work and everything, and you're exactly right. I do the same thing with paint work. I look at it sometimes and I've got 5 bodies stacked up. I'm like, oh Lord, I got my real job. I got this, but it's the passion that you have for the hobby. And that's the important thing. And that drives you. Everybody
Yep.
gets to that point where they're like, this is too much work. But good for you, man. You're doing it for the right reasons. Hope to make it out there someday.
I hope you do.
Because you're
I
not
hope
that
you
far
do.
from me, really.
No,
But
no.
I will definitely make it out someday and would enjoy trailing with you.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
Yeah, Scott, he said it best. We thank you for giving us a little bit of your time. Like I said, the moment I bumped into you at the Recon, I knew you were the perfect fit for this to come hang out with us on a Saturday, and you delivered. It was tons of fun. And all I can do is put it on my bucket list and hope that we cross paths somewhere on your turf at some point. I know you've gotten to come here and play in my backyard. Hopefully one day we can get your direction and see what is happening out there at the Cutler Canyon Crawl and
Love
see
to
what you
have
guys
you.
are up to. That would be
Love to have you.
fantastic.
Absolutely.
All right. Yep, my friend. And do you have an Instagram page for yourself or for, I guess, the canyon all falls underneath the same umbrella, I'm assuming. So where do we find you on Instagram?
Instagram is Cutler Canyon RC, same as YouTube, Cutler Canyon RC. Facebook, I'm on as me, and I do have a Cutler Canyon RC account on Facebook as well. So,
Perfect.
yeah, all platforms. Well, all
Fant-
those platforms.
Fantastic. Well, that makes it super efficient and very easy to remember. I should take some advice from that. That makes it real easy to follow you. So bravo to that, my friend. We're going to fade you out of here. We thank you again, sir.
Thank
It was an
you.
absolute pleasure. Yeah. What I told you, Bill. I freaking told you. Humble. Told you.
Seems like a good dude.
Absolutely. And the good people that seem to go out there and support him is fantastic. Keep going out there and enjoying it. And that's what we love to see.
Hey,
Bill,
I just want you to realize that somebody else on the program besides me mentioned a red cat and an element. I'm just saying. So,
and more, and they said it with kind words. They like, you got a buddy. Like, no, we
kindred
all love.
spirits.
We love to poke fun. That's what it's all about. We all just love to poke the bear a little bit and have a laugh once in a while, and it's fantastic. So, Scott Mullins over there at Cutler Canyon. That's where to find the people. Find them on social media. Scott, if you're still there, I see you in the green room. Sit tight. We're coming to you. We're gonna fade out of here, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we'll see you back here again real soon. I'm gonna find us an outro video, so sit tight.